Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Market Monday. My name is Sally Campuzano with Signature Realty. And today I am very excited. I have a very special guest. His name is Pete from Nobel Title. And he's going to be talking to us all about what title has to do with a real estate transaction and how it flows. So welcome, Pete.
Thank you, Sally. Hi, everyone. My name is Pete. I'm from Nobel Title Agency. I've been in the title business just under 15 years, so I'm just going to explain a little bit about what title is and how it pertains to a purchase transaction. What we do at Nobel Title Agency is we check to make sure you're not acquiring any liens as a buyer from that seller once the transfer of the property goes from a seller to a buyer. So what we do is we check for liens, judgments, tax liens, anything that can be attached to that individual or that property. A mortgage typically is the most popular and is a lien. Every time a mortgage is taken out, it becomes a first lien on a property. So we make sure all of that is cleared and paid off, if there is any, on closing day or prior to.
Great. So how much relatively does it cost to do this? How much, and who pays for it too? That's important to know. Buyers and sellers usually want to
Yes,
do.
it's a buyer's responsibility to cover the cost of title insurance. It's part of the closing costs you'll get from your lender. It'll be estimated in there with everything else, and the cost is regulated by the state. They tell us what to charge based on the purchase price of the home.
Again, you'll be able to have an idea, depending on the purchase price of your home. It can vary, so you can always talk to Pete about that, and he'll be able to give you an exact amount depending on the house that you're going to buy for that transaction. And another question, how long does it take to pull title? Is it a long process?
Every company will be different. Us and every transaction will be different because sometimes there's more things attached to that property or that individual.
Right.
So searches may take longer, but generally 2 to 3, maybe 4 business days the most.
Okay, good. And
if
lastly,
you need it faster, sorry to interrupt.
No.
If you need it faster, we can rush it.
Right.
Obviously, of course, and turn that around faster for you if need be.
Awesome. And last question, how does it benefit the buyer or the seller in this case? A little deeper in.
So I'll just give an example of what could possibly go wrong if title wasn't run. Let's say there's a cash purchase and the buyer wants to save money and not pay for title searches and a title insurance policy. If that's the case, they can bypass it.
Okay.
I don't know many attorneys that will represent them if they do so, but if they did, and they went to sell the property down the line and an old mortgage came up from 1990 or 1995 or any time before the original purchase by that person, they will be responsible for covering that debt. If you pay for title insurance, you call me.
Right.
If anything were to come up, any liens, judgments were to come up after you purchase that, when you go to sell on the back end, and we would fight that for you or pay that out of our our company, our underwriter would cover those costs. So
right. So yeah,
if you had the insurance policy itself.
Right. So clearly, it's very important to pull title. You don't want to take that big risk.
That
in the future, it's really not worth to take that risk in the future if something comes up.
It could be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
God forbid that were to happen.
Right.
You have a company that will combat that for you, prove that it was paid off, or satisfied, or will be responsible for paying that claim. It would technically be a claim against the insurance.
Absolutely. Great. So, thank you so much for this information. If there's anything else that you can share or want to share with everybody listeing, you can do that now.
If anybody needs anything title related, you can contact me or Sally, and she'll give you my contact info, and I'd be happy to help out with anything title related.
Sure. And where are you located, Pete?
We are located in Raritan, New Jersey. We cover the entire state.
Good.
And we just got licensed in New York and PA as well.
Awesome. So for anybody out there who's listening, you have Pete here from Nobel Title. He'll be able to service you, educate you even more on the process. And thanks again for coming out. If there's anything that you need, you can always reach out, and I can always, let people know that you are there to service them. So thanks so much.
Thank you.